all I'm doing is hitting these 6 rivets, and what that's going to do is drop this the hard drive bay out. There's one rivet. Two. So there's 3. You want to make sure not to get any of the rivet pieces around the piece, like the hardware. So we'll have to do some making sure. I found one, threw it away, but okay, that one's still on. And can you just hold right here real quick? Maybe. Well. Alright. That. I don't know why I'm doing this upside down now. Alright. Alright. Oh, this isn't the best idea, but it might work.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, we're gonna do that. We're just gonna uninstall this real quick. Set it up there. There we go. And let's take a look. Yeah, we're gonna try.
Here we go.
Might be a little loud. Hey, there we go. So, that we can actually pull it out. Cool. I didn't have to keep hitting it. And that'll be fine. So, now we got room for what we need to do. What I am going to do is re-thermal paste this since I have it open, do the RAM, and call it good. So we'll go back to the inside now. Alright guys, we're back inside. And I went to put this in, which I can slide it in, but it gets stuck. And it does hit some capacitors down on the inside. I don't know if you can see that, but we gotta bend this guy now. So before starting, I grabbed a couple tools, and I'm gonna try to either break this off or just bend it straight up and try to give myself a little extra room here. This thing doesn't need to be pretty, it just needs to work. Don't want it to interfere with anything else. Alright, now let's try it. I'm gonna have that going that way. And it hits those capacitors. And long ways is not gonna work. Alright, I have an idea. It's not a good idea, but it's an idea. I already have it out. This cage, we already have a cage on the cage mesh in the front. So I can drop this cage off. It'll give me a little bit extra room, not much. But actually might give us just enough. I'm not too worried about the fan. Okay, just a few more tweaks. That goes to the cage, or to the front plate where it clips in. Do I have enough space? See. I think it'll work. I just might have to change two of these screws out for one to go through. Oops. Drop it down, in, and do 2 screws to hold it just off the motherboard. I think we can do that. Cool. Alright, so I said that we were going to work on the motherboard stuff, so just to get it out of the way, these ones are real simple and old school. Where are you? There we go. I bought this off of somebody. It may be a little dirty. It is dirty. And this fan. can come out, which this is the plug for it. There it goes. And it just slides out. And that's the old beefy fan. Now with those out, I just want to see how much room we actually have down here. Without breaking a capacitor. Not a lot of space. But there is space. So I think I'll hook this up first before I do need some isopropyl. Did you
Mm-hmm.
Oh. All I'm doing is cleaning off the thermal paste with some isopropyl alcohol. I re-thermal pasted this like a couple years ago. It's gonna get loud for a second. Okay, so shoot, we're gonna have to do the other one first. Okay, I didn't think about that. I just gotta blow this out real quick. So let's have this hole here. So this guy, slide him back in where he belongs. Slide him back in where he belongs. Okay. Why does that not look right? Okay, yeah. Okay, and then all we're doing is plugging this back into here. Cool. Now, this guy. So, I did some measuring. We will be okay on this capacitor. It's gonna look like it's sad, but we will be okay. All I'm doing is hooking up the screw through one of the vents on the inside, like so. And that thing's not going to be going anywhere. And it's not touching the motherboard, which is good. So, that's how it's going to look. Okay? Now if I can do that with drives inside, that's going to be the question. So, gonna install the hardware for the drive bay onto all these. It's a five bay. These are just the little hookups for it. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm gonna reach over you guys. Sorry. I forgot that's there. Throw that there. So, I'm just taking the actual drive that was in here before, and I will put it in as the first drive. So that way I know, but it's also a 1 terabyte, so, and it's the operating system, so there shouldn't be any problems with this at all. So yeah, it's just a Toshiba, whatever it is, 1 terabyte, and it's only a, where is it? Oh, I can't find how fast it is. But it's a 1 terabyte, so it'll be alright. It's just our operating system, what we were using before to capture our videos and such. So all we're gonna do here, oh, it's only a single. Alright, cool. Oh. So all we're going to do is, these have little tabs, put them in to the screw space, and then there's a third screw space, and just snug it down. For the other side, same thing, 2 tabs, clip it in, throw the screw in. Now, all that's going to do is, I have it, sorry, I had it backwards, so all I'm doing is flipping it so that way the actual components can be put the right way. But it's the same concept, just different hole. So, move this out of the way so you can actually see. I'll set this face down, and so this one will be drive bay number 1. And just slides and snaps in like so. So I'm going to do that with the other 4, and we will come right back. So last drive in, if you can tell, there is a difference. So this is SATA, this is SAS. The reason why is because when I ordered off of eBay, I thought I ordered SATA. I accidentally ordered SAS. So, just to make things easier, I bought SAS to SATA. So it's just this to SATA, and this is a 4-way connector. Pop that off. That's going to go onto this guy, the HBA. So just plug into that port. Super simple, super easy. We'll just get this hooked up now, and I'm going to hook these up from P4 to P1, going from top to bottom. Now I've never installed these, so pardon my head in the way. Just like so, apparently. See? I'm just gonna run through these. If I remember the way I need to go. And then P2, same thing. Just make sure they're firmly seated, because as I did it backwards again. So all I did is make sure it slipped in and everything's plugged in. Cool. So there's our hookup for that. And now we're gonna install it. Oh wait, nope. We're gonna add one more thing. We're not gonna use those adapters. We're gonna use the ones that I bought. Because it's a 5-way. So, I have a 5-way SATA cable. All I'm gonna do from top to bottom again. There we go. And we're just gonna now install this onto this guy. Same with this one. If it'll let me. And this one. And this one. And then lastly, we're going to go to the regular SATA and do the same thing. Now all 5 of our drives are hooked up to just 2 power cords, and it makes it look nice as well. Trash. So, alright, we'll be right back to grab and alright guys, so we're gonna install it. Hopefully it's not gonna be too much of a thick boy now. Because I can't see it.
We're on the capacitor here.
I think we'll be alright, guys.
What about this one? The little guy down there.
Clear away.
Because I feel like you're on it, which you are.
Yeah, I am. Alright, we're gonna have to take this off a little bit. Slide it out. We're gonna have to do some, maybe.
You're hitting the other one.
Very careful with that back. All right, we're gonna do something a little different. Oh god, there it is. All right, we're gonna take this fan off. Oh, we're gonna pre-install the fan. Oh god. Maybe. If we can get away without having a fan on here, I'll put the fan somewhere else so that way it can not be in the way. And then we don't have to worry about the capacitors. Yay, no capacitors.
No capacitors will harm the making of this film.
Right. Here's your exterior. Okay, so number 1.
So much more room.
just don't know how. Yeah. I need a shorter screw, but not that short. I don't know. I might just keep, no, the bottom case. Oh, it says flush, doesn't it? It does. Okie dokie. Thinking. What's in the wonder box? Can you hand me one of those shorties? It's almost there. I might be able to get this on here. Might. Now the question is, so heavy now. Well, I can't get it there as much as I want to. This sits too high for that. So, I need to find just a little bit longer screw. Oh, hold on. Maybe. Maybe. I found us screws, guys. These are for the drive bays. They are now going to be used recycled for, instead of optical drive bays, it's going to be for the disk drive bays. There we go. No. As long as it doesn't flick everywhere. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, let's see if we can get her done. There's one. I think this will work. I think I'll only have room for 3 maybe? Yeah, that's okay. So we'll just put these back on. Yeah, I don't think that's going to go anywhere. And it's off of everything. So, that is a win I will take. Now, for the fan, I think this is too big of a fan to go on the back side. Oh yeah, she too big. That's okay. We're gonna repurpose new that on that. Thank you. Now I don't know how these go. But maybe they push out. Looks like they push out.
You need to reach in there.
There we go. Okay, so little tabs you can just pull out, bam. We're gonna repurpose this dirty fan. Very dirty fan. We're gonna pull these off. I accidentally broke one, that's fine. Oh, there's 2. And 3, apparently. And all we're gonna do, this connector only goes to there. I don't see another connecting port for something like this on this motherboard. Well, never mind. We're not going to reuse that and purpose that. I think it will be okay. Without a fan. I'll probably buy an 80mm just to put on here and be able to use. But this is it. Next, we're just gonna pull that off for the optical drive that I do have on, and then the red cable was for the red cable was for the front drive. Oh man, these old ass cables. Okay. I think you guys might be able to see the RAM. Maybe. But this is the old RAM. This is DDR2, and it was, I think, 3 gigs. The person before me put, let's see, it says, so it's 4 gigs, but we're getting rid of that. And I bought, oh yeah, and these were non-ECC, 800 megahertz. These guys.
It's hard to get its focus.
Yeah, it is hard. Oh my gosh. Who does this?
Wham, look at you.
Why is that such a struggle bus? I'm just going to do it that way. So, now we're doing 2 gigs DDR2, and these are 800 megahertz, and we're going to do 4 of these. Nope, almost put it in backwards. That's why you always check. Oh, do I hate RAM installing. Always sounds like I'm gonna break it. There's one. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna start from the very back and work forward. There we go. Oh. Jesus. Every time. Makes me so scared whenever I hear that deep pop. But you also know it's seated correctly, so I'll take it for what it's worth. So we went from 4 gigs to 8 gigs on this, which should be plenty for just what we're doing, which is just having it as a home server style. This is also DDR2 RAM because this thing is so old. But we went from 2 to 8, or 4 to 8 gigs, so I'm happy about that. Next we'll just do our CPU cooler and redo thermal paste. Everybody does it a little different. Comment down below what style you like to do. And just do a couple little dollops on each side. So install this. This guy's a little funky wonky. I never really liked doing this one because I'm never sure if I'm actually completely on or not, but you know, what can go wrong? See? Always makes me feel weird trying to see if I actually got it or not. Why does this feel like it's not on? Ooh. Because it wasn't. Alright. Fan. Cool. CPU. Cooler on. Okay, RAM in. Drives are in. Next, we're going to...
Scoot up.
What? Oh. Okay, we're not going to do that. We're going to reinstall our Wi-Fi card. Then we're going to install the HBA. The HBA, all I'm using it for is for the hard drives. It's an 8-pin. And there we go. Now, okay, so now that we got the card installed, we'll just flip this up. That just locks into place. we'll bring down this connector and hook up the 6-pin to it. It's all the way in the bottom, so you're not gonna really be able to see it. Might, you know what? I'm gonna run this cable. This thing doesn't have to look pretty, it just has to work. Okay, it is in. Then the next connector that we're going to do, I'm just going to slide it down underneath for the excess, and we're going to wrap it into the first slot. Give a little tug just to make sure it's in. I unhooked these earlier, I'm just going to hook them back up. Let's see. That one went there. And this one went to this one. This is just for the optical drive port in the front. Just like so. We got one SATA, like actual connector. I'm just gonna hook that up and around in the far corner. These machines were not built to have like good cable management, unfortunately. So I just make do with what little bit of stuff I do have for cable managing. Alright, now the SATA connector. So we can just plug that right there. We have this port that is to hook up just to one of these. We'll do the closest one. Then we'll just kind of tuck that right there. And see, hard drives are in. HBA is in. This is just a 1030 graphics card for display port. RAM is in. New thermal paste. Fan's hooked back up. Just gonna put this cover on real quick. And it's in. Everything's hooked back up. And we didn't need the Moldex. So this is all good to go. So I don't know if I'm gonna do on camera or off camera, but I might take and do the show that, you know, all the hard drives are working and everything's good, but possibly not. So I'm gonna put this back together, get it all hooked up, and we'll see what happens. If not, I will see you guys next time.